What's going on, everybody? You are now tuned in to the Triple M Boxing Channel, your channel for all y'all boxing needs. And today was a good Thursday night of boxing.
Yeah,
Huge card, big card.
top
Lots
rank.
of KOs in this card, man. It was just kind of nuts from start to finish. What are your thoughts on the whole card, man? Was it eventful? Was it everything you would want to see in a card?
Well, it was a great card on a Thursday night. It's just, a little bit of a disappointment in my opinion in the last, but, as the main event, you want that to be the cherry on top. But we got what we got. It wasn't eventful. It wasn't the what do they call it? The showman that we thought we were going to see in Teofimo, but overall it was a good card. We saw a lot of prospects put on a show. Honorable mention was Abdullah Mason, that second round TKO step back. It was a pullback counter, beauty. Thing of beauty, crazy. Knocked him out, got him out of there. Worth mentioning in this episode. But we'll start with K Davis, man. Keyshawn Davis defeated former world title holder Jose Pedraza. He was a legit opponent. Broke him down. But what are your thoughts of the fight?
Yeah, bro. Like Jose was doing a lot in the first few rounds, just moving, going in and out. But Keyshawn Davis, man, just the volume that he was punching at, all the way from round 1 until round 6, like you said, just broke him down round by round. I thought the tables were gonna turn eventually, but Keyshawn Davis is just too good.
I agree. I agree with your statement saying you thought it's gonna turn. I thought Jose was gonna take him to deeper waters. Him being a veteran, having fought world champions, having all that experience. I thought he's gonna take Keyshawn a little bit later, bring him to later rounds and bring him to deep waters to actually test him. Not to say he's gonna beat him, but on paper this was the biggest test for Keyshawn. But man, he delivered. He was able to break him down early. Only got to round 6 and he got him out of there. He wasn't punching. People might say he's a shell of himself, but nonetheless, I thought it was a great performance by Keyshawn.
Me too, man. And like you said, this was a really good test for Keyshawn. And after the fight, he was like, "I want Teo." I was like, "Wait, what, bro? You're
Boosted his ego right away, man.
Exactly right. That's a good confidence booster, right?"
He was on cloud 9, so he could say whatever he wants, man. He deserves the win. But well, he good prospect, good kid. Sky's the limit, man. He has the potential. I think the trajectory that he's going on right now. I think he's just got to keep on doing what he's doing, and he's gonna get that shot.
Exactly. A few more fights, man. A few more fights, and he might be there, right? Now the main card, which almost put us to sleep.
Man,
Teofimo versus Jamaine
Ortiz.
Wow. Did you expect that off the gate?
Well, actually, it was tough because when I saw Jamaine Ortiz against Lomachenko, he did the same thing. He was able to, people say outbox, but he was able to move around and box Loma for the first 8 rounds until he got tired. So in my opinion, he was doing the same thing to Teofimo. The thing is, Loma is able to cut the ring. Loma is more technical, and Loma is more aggressive than Teofimo. Now, Teo's style is a little different. He loves to counter, and he loves to wait for you, right? He loves for you to come forward so he can get you out of there. That wasn't the case because he was the one that was moving forward against a slick, quote unquote, slick boxer. And it was just a recipe for disaster, man. It was a little boring in my opinion. It was a chess match that a lot of people weren't, that both fighters weren't even making big moves of taking that risk. So what do you think?
The biggest thing that I thought was, man, Teofimo was having troubles cutting off the ring.
Oh yeah,
How the whole fight? It's like, dude, you got to cut off the ring and just keep him
exactly.
there. There was a lot of opportunities where Teofimo had him in the corners, but
Yep.
what did Ortiz do? He circles to the right. And
All the time.
what should have Lopez done? Just start throwing throwaway hooks, catch him when he's exiting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. I was
I
expecting him to like change his game plan throughout like 1 to 12, but the whole time he just kept backing off, meet me in the middle. I was like, no, man, apply the pressure, cut off the ring.
Yeah. If he doesn't want to fight you, man, you got to make him fight him. Like that's what Canelo does all the time. Canelo, like people always back out against Canelo, but does he do? He always finds a way. Same with Triple G, and that's a good takeaway. He should have cut off. You know, he should have threw punches where anticipated where Ortiz was going. He didn't do that. He wasn't able to cut off. And one thing I noticed too, every time Ortiz he gets Ortiz in the ropes, he lets him go.
Yeah.
After like 2 to 3 punches, Ortiz blocks him, slip, you know, gets away, and then it's the same thing all over and over again, right? Like keep him there. But I guess it's easier said than done. It was just a tough watch. Um, what do you thought about the results though? What do you think?
Bro, when I heard the scorecards, the one judge scored it 117 to 111. Bro, I
Ridiculous.
lost my mind. I'm like, which fight are you watching?
Ridiculous.
That's like that. This fight was really close. It's not
Yeah.
that wasn't 117, 111, not at all.
Not for
Right?
neither guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I I agree. That's to be honest, for me, I thought I had it a draw. It was it was really close. The thing is, Ortiz, you could argue that he was outboxing him, but at the same time, you can also argue that Teofimo was pushing the pace the whole fight. Was he successful? No, but was Ortiz even, as effective as people were saying that he was? Um, I had it a draw, but if I were to get a winner, I was gonna give it to Ortiz by like a point, which is that 115, 113. That was a great scorecard. I thought if you were to give that to Teofimo, I wouldn't say nothing. Will people say it's robbery? I don't know, man. But for me, I think a lot of people are gonna say it's controversial. But in my opinion, to give Teofimo, it's not bad. 115, 113. I won't say nothing. But 117, 111, definitely ridiculous. That means Ortiz won 3 rounds
Hmm.
out of 12, which is ridiculous.
See, what I want to know is how these judges are scoring the fight, right? Is it the aggressiveness? Is it pushing the pace? Is it by the amount of punches thrown? Is it damage, right? What contributes to a fighter winning, especially in a fight like this?
See, this is the issue. I think
There's nothing set in stone.
it's all opinions.
Yeah.
And mostly, like, mind you, these are all veteran judges, all the 3 referees. Oh, not referees, 3 judges that were judging the fight. History shows that all these judges, most of these judges, they all favor the come forward fighter.
Hmm.
It's tough. You can come forward but not be effective. We saw that against Teofimo Lopez. He was going forward, but he wasn't as effective, right? But judges love you pushing the pace, love you actually trying to fight, and that's just what history shows. Judges love come forward fighters.
I agree, man. I do too. So now, before we go into the last topic here, I wanna ask you this, man. Hold on, let me think about it. What was I gonna ask again? Tim Bradley at the end saying that it wasn't a close fight at all, and it was Jamaine Ortiz's win. What do you think of that?
Well, first and foremost, he was at the fight. He had a better view than us. But I disagree. I really disagree against Tim on Tim. I mean, do I think Jermaine won? Jermaine won. He could have possibly, but it being him, because what he said too, it was a boxing lesson. Man, don't get this twisted. The same Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis. That's a boxing lesson. Boxing lesson is where you make the guy miss you and you hit him. Hit and not get hit. Floyd Mayweather. master, master boxer. Shakur Stevenson, sometimes master boxer, except for his last fight. But hit and not get hit, that's the name of the game. Jamaine wasn't getting hit, but he wasn't also hitting the guy. So that's why I thought it was close because this would have been a different story when if he was hitting Teofimo, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I disagree. I thought it was a really close fight. It could have gone either way, but obviously they gave it to the champion, man. What do you think about his comment?
Bradley's comment. I thought he's out for lunch, man, because like there's no way that wasn't a close fight. That was a very close fight.
Yeah, really
Right.
close.
But then again, he was there in person. He might be seeing things differently. But I think he needs to take a step back and rewatch the fight at home.
I was just gonna say because he was
No.
there, like watch it on screen,
Yeah.
and make that statement again. That's why I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He was there, it could have been the crowds too, right? Never know. It could be there's a lot of pro Jamaine Ortiz crowd where they were just cheering regardless of what he throws. So, that's a good thing. Just rewatch the fight and then let's watch interviews again on what if he's gonna change his mind. But I disagree. We disagree. It was a really close fight that could have gone either way. A really close, boring fight.
That's true, man. Now, last thing I want to ask you, and I'll tell you who I think should be next. Who should Teofimo fight next after this one?
Great question, man. I want him to fight Devin Haney for unification, but I just can't grasp the fact on how boring that fight's gonna be, man. These are two boxers. Well, Devin Haney's a pure boxer. He's not gonna take risks. That means he's gonna let Teofimo come forward. Teofimo doesn't like moving forward. We just saw, and he hates boxers. So I don't know. That's a good fight, but to be honest, if I want a fan-friendly fight, I'd go for Subriel Matias, man, for the other belt. That's a good unification because they're both belt. Three of them are belt holders, right? Him, Devin, and what's his name? Subriel Matias, man. I think the styles will clash. Teofimo loves someone that comes forward so he can counter him. What the Subriel Matias does, man, all he does is move forward. So I think that will be a great fight stylistic wise, and it'll be a fan favorite.
Dude, that's exactly who I want to see next.
Matias.
Teofimo versus Matias. That fight is going to be fireworks. They're both going to be there to fight. No one's going to be running around just scoring points like an Olympic boxer. No, they're going to be here toe to toe. And you know how Matias fights, man. He's a dog. He'll be right in the pocket the whole time, pressuring you down.
Yeah, crazy. His last fight against Ergashev, we were at first for the first couple of rounds, we're like, whoa, Ergashev was,
He was hanging on him.
But after the third round, you're like, damn, what happened? Just he breaks you down. So
He weathers the storm really well too.
right
man.
away. Right away.
Storm, yeah.
Yeah.
Tired him out. So yeah, no, that'd be a really good fight. And I also wouldn't mind seeing Garcia, but we'll forget about that fight for now.
Hopefully, again with all our sources. Hopefully, he gets that Haney fight. I'd rather see that than a Teo Haney fight. I mean, push comes to shove. If they both fight for the undisputed, then yeah, I mean, no choice, right? But
Yeah.
if we can get a, Haney, Garcia, Teo, Matias, and then I guess Rolly on the other hand versus Pitbull, man, we'll take that. So it's
Man.
still a good boxing schedule ahead, which is a lot of fights to cover.
Real good, man. So let us know what you guys think of that fight. Should Jamaine Ortiz won? Should it have been a draw and a rematch at another date and we'll fall asleep again? Let us know.
Yeah, I'm watching that rematch. I'm good with Teo winning, and I'm good with Teo winning. Let's move on.
Exactly.
On.
And last, who do you want to see Teofimo fight next?
Yep.
Is it Matias? Is it Haney? Is it Garcia? Is it Pitbull Cruz? Or is it
Bud?
is it the
You
Lolo?
call that Bud after? Is it Bud? No.
Yeah, I don't think so. But Bud was like, "Fuck Teo." I'm like, "Damn, who's
But
you?"
to your point though, if Keyshawn can call out Teo, that if Keyshawn fights at 135, why can't Teo call out Bud? Bud fights at 147. But they're both high. They're both in their winning high. So let them call it whatever.
Exactly. They're on cloud nine right now, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
I love it, man. Well, let us know what you guys think. Until next time, guys, we are out.